Hey, welcome back to another round of Cyborg Gaming. Today we are going to go through Blight Town, through Quelaag's domain. We're going to find Quelaag's sister up here shortly, and once we're done with searching through the swamp down here, we are going to head up to Firelink Shrine, and I'll show you guys how to get back up to there. It's not the easiest path, but it's an interesting little run. So right here, we have a secret wall and another bonfire. Do not kill this guy. Let's talk to him.
Oh dear, what have we here? Are you a new servant? But you have no eggs. Ah, no matter. Go along and have audience with our fair lady. I pray that you will mind your manners.
And he'll move out of the way here. A little slow. And this is Quelaag's sister. So it's up to you if you want to join the Covenant. For right now, I'm not going to. She won't really talk to you. I think it's until you have a ring on. We'll get into that later. And so also, I recommend rest at the bonfire, even if you do not need to. So later on in the game, we can teleport here. See what he has. Okay.
No time, think.
So right now we're going to head back up to the swampy area, and we're going to find some of the missing items that I had left up there previously. So when we go back to the Firelink Shrine, kind of the next areas we're going to want to take on are probably the Hydra, in the area that I opened up with the Crest of Artorias. And I'm hoping I can up my bow and arrow strong enough where I can then take on the dragon that's over by where we met Solar. And like that, is that the Undead Berg? So here also, I do have 10 flasks for right now. But I'm also going to go just to the other bonfire so I can heal up after I take on these 3 or 4 big guys over here. As always, don't really bother these guys. They're more, they're just not really worth the time, and they're quite a hassle, and I think they can infect you as well, if you kill them and have the little, like, eggs pop out. So there is a boss that we did elect to not take on back there over in the Demon Ruins. I did that because we are going to come back to this area later, and it's just not worth the trouble right now. So with these guys, just get behind them. Much like most of the enemies in this game, it's a blind spot for them. And you can just hack away with that RB attack. They do hit pretty hard, so I recommend being careful here. Use your flask when you need to. A hard time seeing them. Just draw one at a time. When they throw it, press B. Yep, now I got 2 of them on me. Oh, that's not good. Just need to slam that down. Yep. Try to keep a little bit of stamina, as you never know when that other guy's going to come up from behind you. And here you are going to get poisoned pretty much regardless of what you do. So just take your time, grab the items that you need to, and then head back to the bonfire um, when you need to as well. Oh, God, I hate when this happens. I can just get to a point where I can't exactly attack them. There we go. Okay, you can see an item over here. Yes, we are back in Blight Town. And I am poisoned. So, when we work our way back up, you can see that kind of windmill thing right there. We got a large titanite shard. This is an excellent place to get titanite coming up here. We are going to work our way up there. I'll try to take these big guys on. So there's two of them over here. Let's see if I can just draw one of them out. I guess I'm out of arrows. Just remember that the swamp, you can't move as fast, so you're going to need to just time everything a little bit more intensely, be a little bit more tighter with your moves. But honestly, I think these guys one at a time aren't that hard. Just keep an eye on your health through that poison effect as well. Just start wailing on them. Always looking for that nice back attack. Just stab them right in the back. There we go. Now we got the great club. There's a couple more items along the way I will grab. There's a couple over here you can see. And since we're going to want to start our way over here, in case I die, I'm going to go over here to this bonfire, as this is more so where I want to start. So I had to cut my video a little bit here just because of the fact that my controller died and I died because of that. So if you notice a little clip there, that is why. So we're still going to go through this area and grab the rest of the items. You can see some, should be in front of us. Yeah, there we go. And so coming up in front of us, you can see that little slob thing there, that little blob. Those things are amazing to grab titanite from. So if you do ever have to come back to this area, or if you want to get some large titanite, some green titanite, anything like that, this is a great place to come to harvest them. They're also pretty easy souls to kill. Oh, nice. Yeah, you kill them in basically one shot. They're very slow moving. The only thing that you're going to have to deal with is this constant poison, which can be a little annoying. So inside here, there's going to be a large group of them. You can see right over here where we came from initially. That also still has an item I need to grab, or actually two. I need to work my way back up. And then we'll start moving over to Firelink Shrine. So if you're not interested in grabbing all these items, you can kind of skip along in the video. It might be a little bit more to what you're interested in doing. So right over here, we got one more. We got another little group of them. That's probably the hardest they'll hit you right there, is what I just took. The only thing also I absolutely dislike about this area and kind of find it frustrating is just the swamp atmosphere of it, is how slow you move. You can't really run through it. The best you can do is just kind of, roll. And you can see a whole group of them in here. And not every time you kill these guys are you going to get a titanite or a green titanite. It's just the best place, in my opinion, to come to, try to harvest them. Yeah, each kill gives you 100 souls, and they're pretty easy to kill. So this, the previous bonfire might actually be a decent place to kindle and get yourself 10 flasks if you're going to be in here searching around. And especially if you're looking to get a lot of titanite. So there's one more turn over here to the right that I recommend you take. There's also going to be a tree that you can enter into. I do not recommend you go in there just yet. It's basically a bunch of cursed frogs and working your way down the tree. Same thing with a lot of this game. You're introduced to it early on. I don't recommend you take it and take on that opportunity. You're most likely going to get cursed and probably die a good amount of times. And another couple more of the blobs. And one more item. So I just knock out all these guys. Might as well take him out. And there's an item right down here. And remember, you can basically use up those Proud Knight souls, the different souls that you pick up. You can use those for actual souls once you use them. Some of them are 200, some of them like 800 to 1,000. I think a high is like a couple thousand. I recommend do not use the boss souls, as you can actually just basically, as what I call them, eat them and get the souls that way. You're going to want to keep those for the boss weapons that you can create when we go to Norlando, which is kind of the next area that we should be going. Once you get to Norlando, you can teleport from area to area with a lot more ease. Um, but I want to take out some of the different things that we missed previously, like the Hydra. So while these things don't give us much souls individually, you can see that they're starting to add up. For me at this point, I think I need about 10,000 souls to level up. I'm hoping eventually I'll also get to the area where I died. I was messing around taking the path up to Blighttown, or up to Firelink Shrine, just double checking I knew what I was doing. And I did not know what I was doing and died. So we're going to keep working our way up. So this is an area we've seen previously. So right now, I'm just going to leave this alone. I don't see any items down there. You're probably going to die if you fall. I went in here and just checked. There's really just leads you to nothing. But there is an item if we come up here. I'm going to take one more ladder. And I think the item that's underneath me, I'm pretty sure we're going to grab later when we work our way up. We'll get to that shortly, though. So... oh, there he is. So, let's not jump up. Let's jump down. Now you got the whip. And nice. Alright, we made it. So that is where we were. Just where I was a second ago. And now we can really work our way down, get back to that bonfire, and start working towards Firelink Shrine. You can kind of quickly fall from platform to platform. With my unluckiness, I tend to die. Very lucky I did not die there. And you can see how quickly I've gone through my 10 flasks. With the poison, that kind of wears you down. The frustrating part is we're going to come up with them toxic dart guys, the guys that can snipe you at range. That hurts me a lot more than the poison does. This poison I can kind of deal with. The toxicness, we're going to have to really be patient and make sure we avoid those darts.